And the next speaker is the co-founder and managing director for Innovation Works, Wang.
Okay, and let me first introduce the Innovation Works. And the Innovation Works, and we are early stage fund and focus on the China, and we founded in the 2009 with Dr. Kai-Fu Lee, previously the VP of the Google and also the VP of the Microsoft, and we manage about the $500 million fund. We focus on the really early stage to the Series A investment in China. And when we founded the 2009, and we decided we're gonna focus on the mobile and the social. Currently, we already have the 40 and portfolio company. The first batch of the portfolio company we invest in the 2009 and 2010, and most of them already get the really nice financial round with the top venture capitalists like the Sequoia, Clem Perker, and half of them and currently already achieve more than 10 million users or they become the #1 of their vertical. So, and we are pretty lucky because we capture the great and the increase of the China mobile internet booming since 2009. And so first, let me give you guys an overview about the last 3 years of the China mobile internet. In the 2009, when we decided we're gonna focus on the mobile, we divided the whole growth stage, mobile internet stage, and to the three stage or three phase. And the first phase we call it the enabler because we believe that when the mobile a new network or platform and coming out, the first batch of company must be who gonna get success is those company who provide the essential and service or essential product makes the whole network works. Like during the internet stage, and the first batch of company who get success is Cisco, Netscape, and who make the internet works. So that's the reason the first when our most investment in the 2009 and is or 2011 is a company who like the Youmong, Wang, who provide the for example the app store, they provide the payment, all the kind of the like the developer tools or this kind of the company, and currently this portfolio company currently work very well. For example, the Youmong who provide the developers in China who help developer make the apps or do the statics of their apps or do the contribution of portfolio. And there already the 30,000 of the developer use their SDK and the tools. And every day they are tracking about the 1 billion and develop session or app session and the second stage we call it the entertainment because in China when the new media or new platform coming out, the first people are things and the Chinese people use it is to do the time killing. And the mobile device by nature is kind of the social network and time killing and device. So in the second batch and our investment is more about the gaming and the social network and the social reading or entertainment apps. And for example, we invest the Papa and currently it's kind of we invest in the 2011 and it's kind of the people can use it to share the photo with the voice with their friends and they get the 10 million users within half a year. And the third stage we call it the utility and the commerce. And when the Chinese and the internet and mobile internet penetration reach pretty high, and when users spend enough time and totally highly rely on the mobile internet, and people can start do the business on the mobile internet. That's what we do in our topic in the 2011. Since starting from the 2011, and we start invest some kind of things about the O2O or some something like the utility service, commerce service, and for example, one of our investment is focused on the traveling, and they provide the people for the weekend to plan their weekend traveling and buy the package for their traveling, and they grow very fast and on the mobile, and only after half years of their growth, they already reach only within half years they already reach the $1 to $2 million yearly and monthly revenue. And no, monthly revenue. Dollars, not RMB. And within half year. From 0 to about the $1 to $2 million monthly revenue. And so, what's current situation? And in the last year of the 2000, in the last year, and the China Mobile Internet gained a huge and population. I called it the population booming and the usage booming. And currently in China, there's already about 100 million iOS device and 200 million and Android device, which is doubled within 1 year. And looking forward, if we're looking forward, it's very easy to reach the 800 million and Android iOS mobile device users within 2 years. And because currently in China, almost every single device, even the device and selling under $100 is at least dual-core Android device. So, yes, I counting the old phone as Android. Because in China, for lots of the issue, Google cannot really enter in the China. So all the China Android device is China localized Android device. People use Android source code and they, in general, it's Android, but with local customization. And so currently, this year we expect sold out the 300 million Android device within China, and the next year gonna be even more. So there's already 1 billion and China mobile cell phone user, and we expect with this kind of the 300 million yearly Android device selling, we're gonna almost all the user gonna switch to the mobile internet and the smartphone within 2 to 3 years, which means at least 800 million user. And the last year, another very interesting is not just the population booming, it's the usage booming. Within 1 year, the daily average apps usage is growing from the 9 minutes per day to half hour per day. So in the last year, end of last year, or currently now, every smartphone users and at least you on average use half hour interact with apps and access the internet. That is huge. And this number is growing very, very fast. Another interesting thing is we divided the China Internet group as 2 groups of users. One group user is a heavier suffix user who previously can very good use the internet. So they are about 50 million, and they are first adopted of the mobile internet user. For this batch of user, for the 3 stages I described, they are already in the stage 3. They are already beyond the entertainment time killing stage. They already start mobile cell phone to do their work, utility, and buy something. And so I can give you some interesting number for the Meituan is China biggest Groupon-like and service. Currently, they already 30% of their transaction is coming from the mobile. And there's Taobao is China biggest e-commerce and platform. Currently, there 40% of their traffic is coming from mobile. All these kind of things is coming from this 15 million and core China mobile user, and they already use the mobile internet to everything, and buy stuff, and just not only watch video or check the email or do the blog, Twitter stuff. They already start into do the very important and decision making on the mobile and spend their money on the mobile. The second group user I call it the mainstream user, and this batch of user previously they even didn't access internet at all. They just the cell phone user, and they are not hardcore internet user. This batch of user, the mainstream user, adopt mobile internet very fast, and currently they are what I call the stage 2 and the attainment stage. I can give you some number for this kind of the user. Question? Yes. No, we are not in research firm. What I already introduced, we are do the early stage investment and in China. So because we're almost the first and investment institution and invest the mobile internet in China, so almost the all first batch of the mobile or Android or iOS camera are all invested by us. Lots of our data or fact is coming from our portfolio company. For example, we invest company called Yomeng. That's kind of the SDK and the develop tool company. Almost all China and developer use the Yomeng SDK. And for example, we also have our portfolio also include the China biggest app store, and you know the China Android use native and not use the Google App Store. So in general, our portfolio company is everywhere in the China mobile internet. So what are your top 2 exits? And it's pretty early stage because we do the early stage investment. Our first investment is 3 years ago. So we don't have really big exit because lots of our company just in the very growth stage. We already have some merger acquisition exit, maybe something range from the $40 million to $60 million. And we also have some company potentially gonna get the Series B round and $100 million valuation, something like this. But the call, if you speak about the huge IPO exit, we haven't yet because it's really early stage. I don't have any. I was just asking the top 2. I didn't have any expectations. Yeah. Yeah. 14 million exit USD, and then there was another one. And yeah, there's another one around the 17 million and dollar and something like this. 70. And but frankly said, that's not our best portfolio. For the best portfolio, we don't expect do the exit at such early stage. And for this kind of the batch of the user, and currently they are use the internet mainly as entertainment purpose. Its the usage grow very fast. For example, from the data from our some kind of the video and application, the number is the average user daily use time from the starting of the last year from the 15 minutes to about the 1 hour, goes to the 1 hour, and the peak time is night time at the 5 o'clock, from the 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock. That means for this batch of the user, and the mobile and the cell phone or tablets, this kind of device is not just some kind of the outdoor or complementary device. It's already become their major device and replacing the laptop, replacing the fixed internet, rather than it's kind of the outdoor usage or some kind of fragment time usage. If you're interested in the any topic. First area, and we will go really fast in China, is game, And why game? The answer is very simple. Not only the mobile internet, even for the China fixed internet, the game is the main revenue stream and for the whole China internet industry. If we talk about the 3 years ago, other than the Baidu, a very few companies like the Baidu or the something like the Sina, almost all China internet company like the Tencent, like the Sohu, like the Wang, essentially they are the mobile game. Yeah, essentially they are mobile game company. And almost the whole internet industry, the half of the whole total revenue is coming from the game. Currently, the e-commerce grow very, very fast in China. And for example, the Alibaba make lots of money through the internet. But for the whole industry, still the majority of the, not revenue, the profit is still coming from the game. So for the mobile internet, it's the same situation. For the first 2 years and the whole industry, the mainly and revenue stream or this kind of the or profit stream is still counting on the game. And the things gonna change only after 2 years. 2 years later, first years, game is still the king. We have the expectation and within the 4 years, the whole China mobile internet, mobile game, the total market size of industry gonna reach $10 billion, not RMB, it's dollar. And last year it's growing very, very fast. I remember since starting from the last year, only two or three games reached some kind of the few $1 million monthly revenue. But currently there's already dozens and more than dozens, 20 games already reached the several $1 million monthly revenue and within years. And all this game is different than the global market or US market. It's not casual or this kind of the social game. All this kind of the game make lots of money is hardcore and heavy, high output, heavy game. The user is not, for example, one of our portfolio company who already makes the several $1 million per month, and the top user in their game, they spend like the $10,000 per month on the game, rather than a bunch of the user spend some kind of the few $100 and on a game. The second area and gonna be interesting is social entertainment, what called the time killing stuff. And you know, it's in general, if when the mobile internet go to the mainstream, and the first killer demand is time killing, because in China lots of the user, they have very less and channel to do the entertainment, do the social, do these kind of things. The cell phone or tablets almost become their only device, and to get all this kind of the information and entertainment. So when they come back home, for example, at 7 o'clock night, and before they are coming to bed, and for example at 11 o'clock at night, almost all the 4 hours, they're gonna contribute to their cell phone or the mobile internet. So they need every kind of the possible application to help them kill the 4 hour. It could be some kind of the social network. It could be some kind of the social reading. It could be the video, or it could be some kind of the, for example, the more. There's another company I can, for example, it's help the people to find the pretty girl and or potential pretty boy and nearby. It's not just for the friends matching, it's for the time killing, because people are not expect they can find friends here. They just use 2 hours, 3 hours to keeping browsing people and browsing and connect the people to the kill time. So last year, all this kind of the portfolio apps and in this category get the huge growth very fast. For example, this kind of this is for the Changba, and it's I don't know if how to say the index English, karaoke. Do you know the karaoke? Karaoke, yeah, yeah. This is apps, and people can make karaoke on the mobile internet, and they can also sing with other people or hear what other people sing. And for example, this users application, when they download and very fast, they get, for example, currently they get the 400,000 downloads per day, and they already have they achieve something like the 50 million users within half a year, something like this. And this is the Taigang. People debate with each other. This is our portfolio company. It's kind of the Qingting Diantai. The people can make their own and FM or video station and share with each other. And all this kind of the different application, the social entertainment, they all get with something like the 50 million or 60 million user within half years. That's a very huge demand. And this concept, people familiar. I believe every people familiar a lot. So I didn't need to introduce them the concept, but I can tell you and what I already said. The first batch of the China Internet company mobile internet user already spend lots of the time and money and start to buy the service or do the e-commerce on the mobile internet. And almost currently the totally China e-commerce traffic, and I believe there's already more than 30% of them come from the mobile. I can tell for the Asian people or Chinese people, all these kind of things can happen even faster than the US, because for lots of the Chinese user, the mobile device is their first device. And I can give you another example. If you go to the Beijing, if you take the taxi or take the cab, you can find lots of the driver. They have an Android phone and on their car. And what is it used for? Because in the Beijing, there's lots of the apps who can help you book the taxi or cab through the cell phone. And this kind of the driver use the Android phone to get the booking and the reservation and from the client. If you ask this driver, do you use the internet before? And lots of them say no, they never used the internet before. The Android device is their first internet connected device. But why they use the mobile internet? Because it's gonna help them the business. So that's a leapfrog effect. Means for the O2O, for this kind of the things, mobile internet, China can be, in some sense, the penetration or usage can be, even faster than the US internet, mobile internet. Maybe there's only 2 minutes left, so I just quickly go through the enterprise and because mobile internet going very fast, so there's lots of the China companies that are leveraging the connectivity and the low cost of Android device to do the enterprise solution. For example, one of our portfolio company, and they use the Android device to develop solution for the Coca-Cola or lots of this kind of the fast consumer and FMCG company to help them to manage their 100,000 sales, something like this. Productivity, hardware. I'm gonna highlight hardware because I know in the Silicon Valley and lots of the people are very interested in to the some of the new generation of the hardware, like the Pebble, like this kind of all this kind of stuff. And I want to emphasize all this kind of the Silicon Valley and successful hardware company, and their prototype and manufacturing and scaling is in China. And lots of them, and from we have the office in China, Taiwan, we have the very strong background of it. And based on our point, lots of the Silicon Valley companies, they are very, very good at the innovation and very, very good about the software solution. But for the hardware prototype design, and they are not so experienced. So for this kind of company, we can help them and to do this kind of the prototype or the kind of design. For example, the Pebble, when they launch and design the hardware, they delay for the about the half year because they did not know the China and Taiwan manufacturer or provider or prototype provider. And currently, they also facing the problem of scaling the production because it's very hard for you to buy the Pebble, right? That's because they are not very familiar how to manage or run this kind of stuff. And for all this kind of company, no matter it's Chinese company or Silicon Valley company, we can provide lots of the help. We already successful did this kind of things and before. You know, and maybe I left some time for the question. In China. Oh, okay. And normally the plan is the premium plan is 200 RMB per month, and and if you have the sign up the for 2-year plan, and they're gonna give you a really nice smartphone. So it's conversion to the dollars is about from the $30 to $40 per month. That's for the premium plan. And for the low-end user, they normally use something like the $10 monthly plan.
Do you have an estimate figure? What is this all economy worth in China? The mobile internet usage, how much does it generate and what is worth? Billions, trillions?
And that's I already mentioned the first 2 year, maybe it's mainly rely on the game. It's about the $10 billion. But if we look into the future, I believe very soon, almost half of the e-commerce gonna transition to the mobile internet. That means the last year, how many happened in the Taobao? Do you remember the figure? Yeah, I remember last year the Taobao transaction is the 200 billion, 1,000 billion RMB, and it's about the 1 point something like the 1.6 and thousands billion US dollar, and for currently 40% of the traffic already from mobile, but due to the payment issue, only 20% of them come from mobile. But after, I believe within 5 years, and the total number, for example, $2,000 billion is coming from all going to the mobile.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. Thank you very much for, and we also have, you're going to hang around, right? Yeah, so if you have more questions, feel free to ask during the reception. Thank you very much.